Today, Kevin and I are going to be trying, I have the Cheetos Masala balls. I also have Lay's India's Magic Masala.
And these are both Lay's as well. This is the Sundried Chilli and West Indies Hot and Sweet Chili.
These were all bought at an Indian grocery store in Lexington, Kentucky. It's called Yogi Krupa, and these are all made in India. So the Cheetos were 69 cents and the Lay's were $1.49. Not a bad price at all, because I'm sure you know they got them in bulk and they're not charging you some really, really high price just because it's imported. Whereas like if you went to World Market or something and they were to have these, they would probably charge you $3.49 a piece. So you're never gonna get a bag of Cheetos at World Market for 69 cents. So that's a good thing about going in different grocery stores. So masala balls, it has an American label on it. It says that half a pack is 20 grams and it's 105 calories for half the pack.
Really?
That's what it says. It says 1 serving per container.
No, I mean, I believe it. It seems a little high for half a bag. It's not a very big bag.
It says half pack, 20 grams, 105, yeah. So masala usually is like garlic and ginger and chili, and it can have cinnamon and cumin and coriander and all kinds of spices like that. So
little snowballs.
yeah.
It definitely has a little spice to it.
Oh wow.
Yeah. I mean, it's
I wonder
like
if that's like
chili burn.
Chili.
Yeah. That's definitely the burn of a chili. It's not like flaming hot levels of heat, but it is pretty stinging.
Yes.
It's like a stinging heat.
Oh yeah.
Not a warm heat, it's a stinging heat.
Yeah, if you are not familiar with masala, I guess, then you would have no idea because there's nothing on this package to indicate these are hot.
Yeah, they're hot.
They're hot. And
they're
I
a little
know,
stinky too.
I was gonna say, there's an underlying funk.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I don't know what, like...
It's one of those seasonings.
Yeah, I know, like, you can have, like, coriander and cardamom, and I mean, there's just all kinds of spices, seasonings that can be put into masala. So I can't pinpoint one spice, but something in there, it's hot with an underlying funk right behind it. Yeah, and what you're breathing in your nose, what you're, it's all up in your sinuses, is that funky flavor.
It smells like that just from the bag.
Yeah, you can turn it the other way. Put it in the corner.
Of course, the guy I'm sitting in front of.
I know. And we're gonna try more. So I would never get those again, but it's fun to try. It's very fun to try. And you know what? That might be the most popular flavor in India. These are the Lay's India's Magic Masala, and it says 1/4 of a cup. There's 2 servings in here. 1/4 of a cup, 25 grams, is 134 calories. And I've told you all this before. I love how other countries are exact about their calories. So they're not telling you 130, they're not telling you 140, they're telling you 134 to be exact. So I like that. So these are little,
wavy.
Look how small. Like there's just, I don't know if they were supposed to all be like that, or they look more like a Ruffles.
Ruffles are a little deeper though.
Oh, I like that more.
It's still got a little bit of it's still got some heat to it too. It's still got that little bit of a funky spice in there.
I'm not getting,
it's hot.
It is, but the little balls had a really deep funkiness to them, to where you really, when you tasted it all through your nose, your mouth. I mean, it was everywhere. This, there's so much. To me, it's not near as pronounced in the chips, because the chips are so much hotter to me than the balls.
Pretty hot.
Yeah, they're hotter, and it's on a different level. It's like an all over heat, but I'm not getting the funkiness. You are?
It's a similar. I don't even know if it's the exact same spice, but it's a very similar spice. Yeah, it's just not. It's not a flavor that I enjoy.
It's not as bad for me. So like, I could eat the chips. I would not choose to eat those Cheetos.
And they're both too hot for me, honestly, to truly enjoy. But I don't like the flavors either, though. And I'm sure if you were raised on those spices and stuff, you would be fine.
Love them, yeah.
For us, those are exotic spices that we never had when we were growing up. It's not a flavor that I'm used to, so I just don't like it.
It's not flaming hot, but so you're talking about people growing up on the spice, this heat.
I'm not talking about the heat. I'm talking about the spice. We're getting what we're calling funkiness. It's just a spice.
Yeah, but do you think children eat a lot of these hot things?
I don't know. I know a lot of Indian food is hot.
I like the Lay's. I could eat the Lay's, the potato chips. These are the Lay's wafer style sun-dried chili. They look like regular potato chips.
I guess they're not rough. They're not rippled.
They're not rippled. This says 2 servings, a third of a pack is 111 calories. See what I mean about the calories? 111. Over here, that just doesn't happen. And I love that.
That would be rounded somewhere.
Okay. So, sun-dried chili.
I'm giving it a second to see if it's hot. I get like a little bit of that's hot. I'm getting a little bit of I guess it's not a vinegar flavor, but that's hot in the back of your throat.
Yeah, wow. But it's like a tomato.
Yeah, it's kind of a tomatoey kind of flavor. That's hotter than the first two, I think. It's hitting the back of my throat like a burn. Like the first two were stinging. Like a little heat. This is more of a deep burn.
I like these because I'm
intense.
I'm tasting the potato in these. So like the other, the masala, where you were tasting just all that flavor. These, I'm actually tasting the flavor of the potato.
Yeah. So
you get the potato, but you do get that heat. To me, it's not too much. Again, it's not flaming hot. It is hot, but it's not too hot for me to handle. It's more...
it's getting flaming hot to me, except it's not all over. It's just in one spot.
And where was it for you?
Like in the back of my tongue.
Oh, mine's in the back of my throat.
That's where mine's at. So like really back of the very back of my tongue.
Yes, that's where it is. That's true. So I would not eat these all the time, but I do like them. I do think they have a really nice flavor. And I just like that you can taste the potato chip, because it's like the masala ones, you forget, oh, you should taste potato, but you don't, because it's all spice.
They're okay. At least it doesn't have all those spices that I think are funky. It's more of a tomatoey pepper kind of flavor.
Okay, so now these are the West Indies hot and sweet chili. Now what's scary about that is these other ones have all been hot and they haven't said hot. These are actually telling you they're hot, so they're probably going to be like really, really, really hot. It says 2 servings, 28 grams is 150 calories.
I get that sweet flavor. I literally eat one chip to see if the heat kicks in.
I didn't get a big enough one.
I haven't got any really like heat like the first 2, 3.
No, not at all.
And you do get a little bit of sweetness there.
But you know what?
Almost like a sweet and sour sauce from an Asian meal.
There is some heat there.
A little bit. It's not anything compared to the first 3 though.
Right, I agree. So, which is surprising because This
It
is
says hot.
Yeah, this is, I put it last because I thought these were going to be the worst. They're really not. Out of the 4, these are still hot. All of these are. And I would have had, I did not know that at all, that every single one of them would be hot. But I do like the sweetness with these.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. They're not flavors I would pick, like, ever.
None of these?
No.
Okay, but if you went to India and you went to the grocery store and you're on the Amazing Race and you're traveling through India and you're gonna stop in and you're gonna get
It'd be the last one because that's the only one that's not as hot.
I would get either one of these 2.
Because see, I thought the green bag was just as hot as these first 2.
I thought it was pretty hot too. I definitely thought it was hotter than this one.
Yeah.
It's amazing that this one says hot and it's the probably the mildest of the 4, but it still is hot. It's in a different way.
Yeah.
I would definitely pick these 2. I would probably pick the Sundried Chilli first and then the West Indies. But either one of those I would get. I would probably just, even though I didn't mind the Lay's, I would probably avoid anything that had masala written on it.
Yeah, because we don't.
Because you
I
don't,
don't like that seasoning.
well, you don't know what you're going to get.
Yeah.
Because in the Cheetos, it was that really, really strong, funky flavor. The Lay's, it wasn't as strong for me. But who knows, like in another product with masala, if it won't be more or less, you don't even know. So for me, I would just avoid it completely, just to make sure I didn't have to deal with it at all.
No, I agree.
But these are very fun. Like I said, if you have an Indian grocery store where you can get these, it seems, as far as our experience, that that's the best thing to do because you're going to get a much, much better price on these. And they're fun to try, you know, trying things from different places. So I hope you enjoyed the video and thanks for watching.